Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that can teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychological black on firm, but we ain't all black.
What's happening, everybody? Hi, welcome in. It's your girl, Constance Carter, and I want to say hello to my friends on the Fly Nubian Queen Network, the network for melanated people just like you and you and you. Yes, it's your girl. I'm a little bit early today, but I wanted to say hey. And I have a special guest that I'm going to be inviting here because I want to talk to you about a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs and you want to learn how to really make money and leverage your businesses. So this is for those who want to really make money to leverage their businesses so that they can make millions of dollars. But before we start there, I want to make sure that you are subscribing to the Fly Nubian Queen. So make sure on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and the thumbs up button. Because you know what? Sometimes people will come on, they don't even know what we're talking about, and they'll automatically hit the thumbs down. So we need you to counter that and go ahead and hit the thumbs up. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, okay? Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook as well, Constance Carter. It's your girl, Constance Carter. I had to change my name from Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter on Facebook because Facebook went ahead and verified your girl. And so since they verified me, I needed to use my government name. So make sure you follow my page, Constance Carter. And also make sure you follow me on YouTube on Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter. Okay. So what's up, Sheila? It is so good to see you as well. Now, I want to make sure that you, as you're coming in, put where you're from in the comments box, because you know we love to acknowledge our people who come in. I want to know where you're from. So put in the comments where you're from, because I know that we have people who are tuning in from all over the world. So make sure you put in the comments box where you're from today. Okay. Also, you know, every time I come on, if you follow me, if you watch me, you know, this is a place of networking. Okay. So this is not just so that I can be talking to you or my guest can be talking to you. This is not a dialogue. This is a monologue. This is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. So I want to make sure that you are putting like, what's your skill set? What is your talent? Because I want other people to see who you are, what it is that you do. And I want to make sure that other people can know who you are so that if they need a venture capital partner, that, you know, they might be able to do business with you. Maybe they want to purchase some of your goods and services. I want to make sure that opportunity is available for you, because in this business, in this life, in our community, we need each other to survive. Okay. That is muy importante. The only way that we are going to move past where we are today is only due to how we help each other. You know, there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And we must work with one another to push the agenda forward. We've had so many things that have pushed us back over the years that we need each other to move forward. So make sure you are following your girl, Constance Carter, on Facebook. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I am Constance Carter. And you can also follow me on TikTok, because I'll be doing some cool stuff on TikTok too. My daughter, who is actually my marketing manager, has me doing all kind of different crazy stuff on TikTok. So, you know, if you want to be entertained a little bit, you can go on TikTok as well. But I want to talk to you because it's so important. My goal and my mission, I don't know if you saw my TED Talk. It's called GTS. Google that shit. And it's investments that we can make to close the wealth gap. If you know anything about what's going on in this country, what's happened over the past 400 years, 100 years, and everything else, there have been inequities. And so there was an article in Forbes magazine that said by the year 2053, that the median net worth of average African American was going to be a zero, while our white counterparts had skyrocketed. And I believe that with the power of the internet, we can make a difference. And so we've had so many entrepreneurs over the last year with the pandemic, people starting businesses. That's awesome. You guys, that is awesome. People stepping out of their comfort zone because you've been forced out. That is great. It's a beautiful thing. When you're not dependent upon Uncle Sam, when you're not dependent upon that job, when you're not being a slave to all of those things, all of those entities, it is true freedom. But here's the thing. We have to be able to make sure that freedom is sustained beyond where we are today. And how do we do that? You have to be able to market yourself. I was just having a conversation with my agents. If you don't know anything about me, I own Catalyst Real Estate Professionals. We are the largest African-American owned real estate firm in California. And I was just having a conversation with my agents just yesterday. And I was saying, hey, listen, we sell homes, but we're not salespeople in that manner. I don't have to sell you a home at all. Because when you walk in that home, whether you like that home or not, if that's going to be a good fit for you. I don't have to convince you to buy that home at all. I'm not going to try to convince you to sell that home. What we are selling you with is our service. How can we make sure that you understand that we're looking out for your best interest? And how can we help you? I just want to help you. But the number one thing as a real estate professional and as any business owner is you have to know how to market your business. You can have the best service in the world, but if you don't properly market it, nobody's going to know what it is that you do. You can fry the best pork chop on this side of the east side, but if you don't properly market it, then nobody's going to know. So I have my marketing and my branding specialist here that I want to bring on here to have a conversation with you about how you can make millions, because I've made millions just from social media. Yeah, it's true. I made millions of dollars by marketing my services on social media. You can do the same thing too, but there is a formula. And so I'm going to bring my branding and my marketing person, Miss Kyle Carter, who happens to also be my daughter, to talk to you all about what is necessary in order to market your business. Now, my daughter, she just graduated from, I'm going to let her tell you.
Hey, y'all. So I know y'all seen me before. This is not my first time on here, but my name is Kyle Carter. I just graduated this past May from the illustrious Hampton University, hashtag HBCU21. But yeah, my degree was in marketing. And with that, I started my business last year in social media management. And I just don't only do social media management, I do digital marketing. And the name of my business is Kayak LLC. So what I focus on is marketing, branding, anything that can help you in the digital marketing space. So yeah.
As we are having this conversation, I want to make sure that you are sharing this out with your friends, because listen, more people need to hear this information, because don't you want your friends to be successful? How many people in here want their friends to be successful? I seen a meme that says, if my friend has a $30 t-shirt, guess what I'm going to pay? I'm going to pay $30. If my friend has a $25 t-shirt, I'm going to support my friend. And so we all want to make sure that everybody that we surround ourselves with is successful. I want you to win. I hope you want me to win. And we should all want our friends and family to win. So in order to win, they have to understand the methodology by which we can win on. So, Kyle, Kayark is spelled, how do you spell Kayark?
Chayarc.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kayark. Okay. Mm-hmm. So make sure you're sharing this. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up on YouTube, and make sure that you are writing notes, because we got a lot of good information for you. And we're not going to be before you very long, really. So Kai, what should a person do if they're first starting off in business? How should they begin to market themselves? Because there's a lot of people who just started off. They may not be making any money as of yet. What do they do?
So I recommend, when you're just first starting your business, people want to when people first start off, they always, either start creating their business pages on Instagram, Facebook, and all of that. And then that is all, and they just start promoting their business on that. And I recommend to not do that. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with, promoting your business on Instagram and Facebook, but when you're just starting, to not do that, because you can do that. Let me rephrase that. You can do that, but not let that be your only source of promotion. So Make sure you establish your website. Make sure you do your advertisement. Make sure you have you established your not fan base, but your consumer base first. Your what's the word?
Your CRM?
CRM, yeah. Make sure you establish your CRM first before you go on before you try to promote your business on social media, because because like I learned this analogy not too long ago at the Trafficking Conversion Summit, which is the #1 best marketing summit in the world that I had the privilege of going to. But basically, they use this analogy like social media is like window shopping. And so you look and you see, what you want, but you don't make that buy just yet. And or you don't make that purchase or buy just yet because people don't know who you are. People just see your stuff, but they don't know who you are. You don't really have that customer base just yet. So I recommend, like I said, making sure that you establish your business first before you do that. And sorry about my dogs in the background.
I don't hear them. So what I hear you say is make sure that your foundation is set up. Right. So we got some foundational things. So give us a list of the foundational things, the foundational tools that they need to set up when they are starting their business.
Okay. So starting your business, I recommend, you making your website because you want to drive people back to your website. And
also some people start their businesses and they only have social media. Do you recommend that?
I mean, you can do that too, but it's just like you get more of a hard lead base when you do the other way first, rather than social media.
Your website. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens is, and I'll add to that. So social media is good. Your website legitimizes your business. So a lot of people, they'll have their social media and they'll do very well. But one of the first things that I do, and I know a lot of other people do, is when they want to do business with somebody, they Google them and they want to see everything, all of their assets online. And so if that's the case, I want to see a website get, pop up. So that website legitimizes your business. Okay. What else should they do? So they do the website.
And then from that, you can choose, because I know a lot of people, they don't want to, spend the money just yet. They just want to do organic growth. And that's why they go towards social media. But if you're trying to get business, I recommend, not saying you can't get business on social media, but I recommend you first, like I said, your website, and then with your website, make sure you target. So especially when you're doing, not talking about advertisements just yet, but if you're thinking about doing things like advertisements, things like that, to be able to promote your website, I recommend you learning how to do like targeting and things like that next. And then, okay, go ahead.
No, I just want to acknowledge Marcus Julian. So Marcus said, I disagree. What if you don't have social media? I think your business needs structure first. No, you're right. So what we're talking about just the marketing piece. Yeah. So we're talking about being online. So this is, if you have your business, your foundational business. Now we can talk about the foundation and creating your LLC and doing all the things that legitimizes your business as a legal entity, all of those things. That's proof. That's being done. That's done. So now we're saying, okay, now as you start to make money, or as you start trying to get customers, this is what needs to be done. So you said you do your website. Second, you do your social media.
Because I'm not saying, I wasn't saying to not just do social media. Like, I'm a social media manager, for crying out loud. But it's like, I'm saying first, like she said, making sure you establish your business first. If you're just starting out with your business and don't have a following, don't have none of that yet, I don't recommend you doing social media first. I recommend you building your website, building your things, because when you have your social media, that's when you can more lead people back to your website. Like, social media is worthless, is not worthless, but basically, worthless if you don't have anything to target, basically. Like, you're building all this following, and then where do they go? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say. So what was your question again before I
I said, so first thing is your website. The second thing is your social media. And then what else?
And then once you can figure out what type of marketing you wanna get into. I recommend, like, for example, if you want to get more into the advertisements, when you want to get more into I recommend, like, when you're first starting out, I recommend, if you really want to get the visibility that you want, do ads, I feel like. And a lot of people will tell you not to do ads but I'm saying like if you want it more quicker, if you want, the visibility more quicker, I recommend to do ads. But if you don't want to spend that money, that's on you. You can still get visibility, but it just takes longer if you don't do ads. So with those ads, I recommend, I keep on saying I recommend a lot, but when you do ads and things, that's when you first choose what you want. So basically like your audience and things like that, like what audience that you want to target, what's your demographic, all those things, how much money, your budget, and all of that type of stuff. And
hold
then,
on, I want to get into the budget in a minute because that's going to be extremely important when you are trying to establish your business. Danielle said that's why I haven't done any social media pages yet because I need to get my website. So Danielle is a agent for Catalyst Real Estate Professionals. And Danielle, I don't know if you know, you're a brand new agent that Catalyst provides a website for you. So only thing that you have to do is you need to set your website up and get it cracking. So that's one of the many benefits. Catalyst, the thing I love about our company is I have a technology background, and so I have we have every tool that you can name, plus some beyond anything that anybody could ever ask or want or need. And so, I just make sure that my agents are fully strapped. But when we talk about marketing and we talking about budgets and things like that, I like what you said about doing ads because it's important that we make sure. So here's the thing about doing posts. You can do a post. And with social media, you got to pay to play, right? And it's unless you have some kind of post that's going to go viral in some way, your visibility is very limited. And I could show you, the reach, on my Facebook page, I got 27,000 people who follow me, right? And sometimes only 12 people. If I don't have something that is super catchy, I might have 12 people who actually see the post. I might get 2 likes. However, if I do ads, not boosting, but if I do ads and I start to create my demographics around, what my audience looks like, then that's when you're going to get in front of people because social media, it ain't like it used to be. Mark Zuckerberg, they wanted to pay to play even here, right? So when we used to do videos, when we used to go live, it would be thousands of people that were getting notified. Now they don't notify as many people again because there's that control mechanism that social media has. So if you're just starting out and you don't have the visibility, then you need to pay to play. So you need to create your ad budget, right?
Mm-hmm. And one thing that I learned from you that I always tell potential clients is like when you're creating your budget, you always do 10% of what you want to make. So for example, like if you want to make $100,000 in 1 month, 10% of that, 10,000, put $10,000 in those ads so you can be able to make more money because the more money you put in your ads, the more, the more money you will make. And that's why I'm also including saying that's why it's important to have a website and things like that, because if you have a product or service, how are people going to buy that product or service too? So when you're using social media and things like that, you can, like I said before, you can target them. You lead them to them. Because if you don't have any leads, it's basically like you're just throwing bread. You're trying to throw bread to a pond with no ducks in it type thing. Like if you're doing that, like you're not, getting what you want if you don't do all those things. So yeah.
And here's the thing, y'all, and you guys should know because you guys are on here, you jumping on, jumping off, right? So what you need to understand is that humans, with everything, with all the distractions and the devices and all that stuff, we have the attention span. Literally, it's been proven, statistically proven, we have the attention span of a goldfish, right? Yeah, we all do. So a goldfish, so it used to be our attention span was a little bit longer. Now we're like 3%. You got to capture us in that first 3 seconds, or you're not going to capture people, right? So you have to make sure that you have eye-catching content when you put it out there, or people are just not going to pay attention to it. So when you're marketing your stuff, you have to make sure that you have, one, eye-catching content. Two, you need to have a call to action. Because one of the things that we do so often is we just put stuff out. We just post. Oh, if you're, and I'm talking to the business owners, you're posting all of these great inspirational things. Oh, she's so inspiring. Now, Lisa Nichols told me this. She was telling me, Constance, you need to do more videos. I don't want to get on here and do no videos. You guys don't understand. It looks like I like to talk. Even getting on here today, I'm like, this is not. It's fun for me as I'm here, but just starting is really hard. So I have to force myself to get out here and do videos, right? But I remember when I was doing videos, and I'm like, okay, at least I ain't got no, you got me out here doing these videos for what? What's the purpose? I'm just out here. She's like, what's your call to action? Call to action? Oh, I'm out here doing videos, but I'm not telling anybody what they need to do. So I'm giving you credit advice, but I'm not saying, hey, buy my book. I have an online training program. I have a workbook. I have all of these things. I'm telling you about credit, but then I'm not saying, hey, to get more information, I got this option for you. I got this option for you. And so oftentimes business owners will put information out there, will put content out there, but we don't tell them how they can get more information. So make sure that you have a call to action when you're posting. Is that correct, Kyle?
Yeah, that is so very important. I know that for sure, because it's just like for example, like I scroll through Instagram and stuff and I see people's posts and it's like they're cool posts, but I feel like they're missing so much business, because it's like, think of yourself as like the consumer. Think of yourself as basically a person who is interested in somebody else's business, and you're scrolling through their Instagram and stuff like that. And, they're basically, let's say they post a picture of their soaps. If they're like a skincare business or whatever, they post in their soaps, and the caption is, look is actually, that's the call to action, but these are my lovely soaps or whatever. And it's like, okay. And rather than if you say, check out my latest soaps, link in bio, 50% off, then that's when people want to, oh, let me click on it. I click on it right away. Like, hey, she's 50% off. Their soaps are in the bio. I'm gonna click on her bio. Like right. You're missing so much business when you don't do something that simple. And when you think about it, it's like 5 simple words that you could that you could put that will bring so much business to you. And that's more into like the when you get more into social media and things like that, once you get your business established. But that's actually how people get when they're doing Instagram too. That's how they get their organic growth as well, because if they do simple things like call to action. And SEO is like another word for keyword search. So those like, for example, you can do SEO search through hashtags. Like I know for me, specifically, like when I used to live in Hampton, when I was trying to look for a hairstylist, I always looked up 757 hairstylist in the caption, and there's like 1,000 searches for that same hashtag, and then that's how I found my hairstylist. Things like that. That's how people find their business more business on their site. Yeah.
I also want to tell people this too, and this is really important if you are marketing. Consistency. Yeah. And I was telling my agents this on Monday. Then we was on the sales call, right? Kyle's one of our agents at Catalyst. She's also on the executive team. She's a compliance officer. She's gonna take over Mama's business one day. One of the things I was telling my agents is that it's so important that we're consistent in how we're marketing our business. We can't just throw something to the wall and think it's gonna stick after one time. And I liken it to, I was talking to a friend last week, and he said, I said, what'd you eat for dinner? He said, oh, I had some cucumbers and some carrots. And he said, and I'm a little disappointed because my stomach hadn't gone down after eating these cucumbers and carrots. And I said, well, wasn't one day that it took the stomach to go up. It's consistency. You got to keep eating those cucumbers and those carrots in order for you to see results. The same thing with your business and your marketing. The statistics is it takes 12 to 14 times for somebody to see your information before they buy. Can I say, somebody put that in the chat box. It takes 12 to 14 times. Somebody put that in the comments box. 12 to 14 times. I want to get this through to your head because I need you to understand. Because sometimes people will say, okay, I went ahead and did a post, ain't nobody respond. I went ahead and DM somebody, ain't nobody respond. I went ahead and I made a phone call and nobody responded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I was saying, yeah, and that's the greatest confidence killer for people too. Like once they don't get that response, once they don't get that, they automatically give up and they quit because it's just like, oh, nobody's just liking my post or nobody is doing that. And I actually had a previous client like that too, and I had to tell her like, hey, social media, you have a lot of window shoppers on social media, basically. And
there's so much to choose from. There's so much.
Right, there's so much to choose from. People are seeing your stuff, but just because they're not liking it doesn't mean it's not seen. You know,
right.
like for example, like with me, I find my hairstylists and stuff, and I don't even be liking their pictures. They don't know that I know who they are.
Right. You creeping, but you ain't speaking.
Right, exactly. And I don't do that intentionally. I be forgetting to like, but still, it's like, you know, just because nobody's like, don't measure your success on likes, basically.
That part right there. And that man, I could preach a word on that. Okay. Don't measure your success by likes, because guess what? Somebody is watching. Write that in a chat. Don't measure your success on likes. Write that down 10 times.
Okay. Trademark it.
Trademark that bad boy. Don't measure your success on likes. And you know the thing about it, Kyle, is you know, I tell people, and I tell this to my agents, my biggest people that I try to motivate are the people that I'm surrounded with every day, and those are the people who work with me. But I just want them to know, and I want you to know the same message, is that you have to continue to keep pushing. That 12 to 14 time period is a real thing. So like Kyle said, don't base your success, don't measure your success based upon likes, because people are watching. You have to be consistent. If you've ever read the book, The Alchemist, and I mentioned this to my agents too. If you ever read the book, The Alchemist, if you remember that story when the guy was right there, he was digging for gold, days, weeks, months, digging for gold. And he was right there. The gold was right there. But right before he got to the gold, he turned around and went the other way because it didn't come fast enough. And so what you have to understand is there is a season for everything. I'm going to say that one more again. There is a season for everything. Put that in the comments box. There is a season for everything. There is a reaping season and there is a sowing season.
That part right there.
One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible says, don't be weary in well-doing. The Bible says, for in due season, you will reap your harvest.
Hey,
if you faint not. Right? Don't be weary in well-doing, for in due season, you will reap your harvest if you faint not. Okay. I want you to understand that if you keep going, there are two seasons. There is a reaping season and there is a sowing season. And if you are sowing like you're supposed to be sowing, it is a general principle. It is a biblical principle. It is a universal principle that you will reap. Okay. Let me tell you one more time. It is a principle that if you are sowing, then you will reap. So now in
I'll tell her daddy a pastor. Can't y'all tell her dad's a pastor?
My daddy.
Man, that's like Fred Smith right now. Okay.
But in reaping season, let me explain to you about reaping season. You will reap your harvest. But if you are not reaping in reaping season, there are two reasons why you ain't reaping in reaping season. You want to know why? Does anybody know why you're not reaping when it's reaping season? Either one, you're still in sowing season. Or two, you ain't did what the hell you're supposed to do in sowing season in order to reap. So you have to make sure that it is a principle that you continue to do, put in, because you will get back. That marketing, Kyle told you, whatever you want to make, the rule of thumb is that you put 10% of that in to make what you want to make. Now, my friend Shari, I had her on the show some months back. Dream Girls hair care. She has a healthy hair care system. During the pandemic, they made $2.5 million in sales. That's money in the bank that they've made that they made in 1 year, $2.5 million. My sister is a millionaire right now, but it's because she put the money in. So she was putting $10,000 in her marketing per month to get $100,000 back per month. Okay. So whatever you want to put in. Now I realize that you do not, so a lot of us don't have the money when we're first starting out. But one of the things that you got to understand, you guys, is you have to be willing to invest in yourself if you want to reap a return. Now there's soft investments. There's that yo sweat equity that you put in there in terms of your marketing. And then there's also other types of investing, like investing in like marketing manager. So Kyle is a marketing manager for Catalyst. She's a marketing manager for Constance Carter. She's a marketing manager for the Co-op Spot. If you go to social media and you see all of these different Instagram pages and Facebook pages, she does that. Mm-hmm. And guess what? I pay her $500 per month.
Yeah, it ain't.
Oh, I shouldn't have even said, do I got a discount price? So I pay her per month per business that she markets for me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because I believe, and then she also does the ads and everything. So I pay her to post to do ads. And then she also, to pay her to do the post and the content, and she also does the ads for. So I have to pay her to market for me. And then I also have to pay in order to, boost and not boost, but do Facebook ads and Instagram ads. And so the return on investment is great because of what I'm putting in, I'm also getting back so that I can continue to put my money in my marketing. But if they're just starting out, do you recommend that they hire you, Kyle?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not gonna turn down the business. I'm just kidding. But no, for real. No, really. Yeah, I definitely do feel like you should, because a lot of people who I've started off working with too were starting off just like me at the time. And I helped their business increase by just the first month of me working with them. Like, they knew new followers, new leads, knew all of that. And it is very important to invest in yourself as well. Like, I definitely feel like it's definitely important to do that because, you want, like she said, you want to reap in your harvesting season or whatever you just said. Mm-hmm. Like, and so, so basically, like she said, my services are, I do social media management. And so basically what I do, I manage her social media for, her, all the businesses that she has. And also I do the marketing, advertising and stuff for her business as well. So if you're trying to do social media management, then I'm your girl. But also if you're trying to do marketing and advertising as well, I'm your girl as well. But those are two different packages though, because marketing and social media, they definitely require both their separate work. Not marketing, but advertising and social media have their separate work. But the investment is worth it, I feel like. And not even just because I'm the business owner. It's just because I've seen people's business go, like, expand exponentially, yeah, from just doing that as well.
I can, and for those of you who just tuned in, I've made millions of dollars on social media alone. And that was just by, the things that I post. And that's cool because I track where my money comes from, right? But you also have to understand that your marketing, you should be omnipresent. Your marketing needs to be multifaceted. So social media is good. We do Google ads. You should do mailers. You should do email. You got to get your CRM together. There's so many things that you could do with social media, create lookalikes, do a lot to really drill down targeting with your ads. There's so many things that you could do, but having an expert, because I know for me, I don't have that kind of time. So I need somebody else who knows how to do it, that can get the job done, that can get me the results that I need in order to do it. I can't, I just don't have the capacity with as busy as I am. But you have to make sure that when you're first starting out, don't focus solely on one thing. You need to have like a plan. Kyle, one of the things that she does for me, she does a content calendar monthly. So she says, okay, Here's your content calendar. Mom, I'm gonna need you to do some TikTok posts. I'm gonna need you to do this. I'm gonna need you to do that, and I'll do this. So she'll tell me there's some things that I need to do. I have homework, and there's some things that she's gonna post for me. And this is the strategy session, that strategy that we have every month, and we outline it. And I'm like, listen, sometimes I'm like, I don't need to know all the gory details. Just do whatever you do to make me some money. What part do I need to do? I need to do a TikTok. Bet. I'll do mine. But you definitely need to have somebody who can kind of, invest in yourself. You are your biggest commodity. You are your biggest investment. And if you are not willing to invest in your business, then I don't know how far it's going to sustain. That business is business across the board. And I teach business to my agents, but I also teach business. I coach other businesses. And so business, the way you set up your business and the way you keep it sustained is by the foundational stuff, of course, the structural stuff, but that marketing is imperative. You have to market for the rest of your life in different ways. I tell my agents, hey, do videos. People love videos. Hey, invite. Sometimes I'll challenge them. Call 10 people today. Inbox 20 people today, with your business. Go knock on 25 doors a day. Do 10 posts this week.
Yeah, exactly. And also, trend, like marketing and stuff changes and stuff, like especially since this society is very trend based. So especially when you're going onto the social media realm, there's other ways that different social platforms and stuff are trying to promote their individual update that they want other people to use, so they will push that into the algorithm. Like, for example, like Instagram Reels or different trending sounds that are going on TikTok right now. So much stuff. And man, I could really drop some gems to y'all, but this is not what
you gotta pay for that part. You gotta pay for it.
That's not what it's about. Y'all can tune in because we will be doing talks like these very often, very soon, weekly.
So we plan on coming here,
and I'll talk more onto the social media because that is my thing over there. Okay. So,
the beautiful thing, and I get really a great pleasure in seeing my daughter because I'm telling you, my son right now is stressing the hell out. He's a senior in high school, and he's like, I don't know what I want to do in life. And I'm like, son, you don't have to know what you want to do. My daughter did the same thing when she was in high school. Mom, I don't know what I want to do. Baby, you don't have to know what you want to do. You're 18. You're 17.
I didn't know what I wanted to do.
You're not going to know.
Senior year of college.
You're not going to want to know. You're not going to know what you want to do until you've experienced life a little bit. But I tell you, it is so pleasurable for me to see my daughter find something that she really, really, really loves and that she's really, really good at. And she's really passionate about. She's passionate about helping people. She's passionate about marketing, and marketing is the key cornerstone to building your business. Period. Like I said, you could have the bombest fried pork chop on this side of heaven, but if nobody knows about it, then you're not going to sell your pork chops. You could have the best product or service ever, but if you're not marketing it correctly, nobody's going to know about it. And so one of the things that you have to make sure you do as a business owner, young business owners, is you have to make sure that you're putting your money into your marketing. That's extremely important. Kai, how can they get in contact with you?
So how you can get in contact with me, follow me on social media, even though I said don't do that. Well, I didn't say that, but if you want to get more in contact with me, follow me on social media at kai.arc on Instagram and Facebook, kai.arc. And then on Facebook, it's just Kai Arc, no dots or anything.
How do they schedule a consultation with you?
You go to calendly.com/social media consultation. Hold on. I got to double check what it is.
And here's the thing. I'm going to just go ahead and say it for you, Kai. Like, if you don't have a budget to pay a social media manager, don't call her. Real talk. I had a social media manager that I was paying $14.95 a month, gladly, and paying $14.95 a month. And that was like 3 years ago. I was paying $14.95 per month for somebody to do social media management for Catalyst for my business. And that's what they're going for. Literally. My daughter does not even charge that much. And I'd be like, girl, but I'm grateful that she's doing my businesses you know, because she's doing the same thing and getting the same results as somebody who was charging $14.95 per month. And
you know, social media managers is becoming a trend right now, and a lot of people who are starting their business with social media management. I looked at TikTok the other day, and they were like, if you're not charging at least $1,000 and you're managing people's social media, you should quit being a social media manager. That's how I only charge $500 a month. No, I have 3 different packages. So $500 to $700 a month. But lowest package is $500 a month. $500 a month for social media management, not even hitting the thousands. But when you're doing ads with me, you have to, you know, it's on top of your ad costs. But yeah, that's how much I charge.
Not even a lot of organic stuff too. And one of the things that I like today, because she does the social media management for our business Catalyst, and we just had an executive meeting with our executive team today, and she shared her screen and she showed us the analytics. She showed us the growth of what she was doing, how our followers have increased, the conversions that we had. She showed us all those things, so she's able to I guess as you're growing, or I don't even know how you get with people. Do you do weekly reports or do monthly reports? But she shows you the growth, the conversions, and all the leads and everything that you get as a result of fucking with her. So
yeah, so as a result of messing with me, you will get basically pretty much what she just said. So basically every month. So how my process usually goes is, first you schedule a consultation with me, and with the consultation, only do a consultation if you are ready, if you're ready to take the next step. But yeah, schedule the consultation with me, and then with the consultation, we will discuss more about your business, telling me about yourself. It's like a meet and greet type thing. Then when you choose to, well, most likely 9 times out of 10, you will choose to continue with me. So after you choose to continue with me, then that's when I'll do the onboarding. So I would send you like the contract. I will send you, I'll share with you a Google Drive folder and stuff like that. And you put all your stuff from your business in there, like your logos, all that type of stuff. And also also we will have a session where, you know, I basically try to log on to your Instagram, all that type of stuff, anything I need. But basically, said all that to say is when you're also doing my services, I do these monthly follow-up sessions as well. And every month I basically do what she just talked about, and it is, you know, discussing how everything went, discussing your analytics, discussing your growth, things like that. And then any upcoming trends and things like that has been popping, or things like that I want you to do, or all those type of things. Anything creative and all those type of things will also be in a follow-up session as well. And yeah, pretty much and what I really like about my services is I'm very, very hands-on, but I also make sure that the client is there every step of the way too. That's why I do these follow-up sessions, and that's why I do these consultations, because I want to meet you. I want to build that relationship with you so I can be able to, you know, be able to show your business, represent your business however, you know, you are. Basically, I want to be able to represent the business at the best that I can. So yeah, basically.
That's dope. So y'all, again, rewind the video because we dropped some nuggets for your ass today. If you want to, you know, if you're starting your business, you want to make millions of dollars in your business, there's ways to make $1 million. Listen, there's enough abundance out there for everybody out there who wants it. You just have to be willing to do what it takes to go and get it. Can I say that one more time? There's enough abundance out there for everybody who wants it. You just have to be willing to do what it takes to go and get it. And that's the reason why you have like 1% of people who are millionaires. You have 10% of people who are actually working in jobs and doing the things that are successful, doing the things that they really want to do, because everybody's not willing to do what it takes in order to get there. Some people are destined to be employees and like the regimen of doing things being told what to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's 85% of the people out there love working for other people. But then there are those unique people who really want to be their own boss, who really want to build their own business, and they want to leave something for their children. And I can tell you, like when my daughter was young, she was like, I absolutely do not want to work with you. I don't want to do real estate. I don't want to have nothing to do with what you're doing. And as she got older, she's seen the value of what it is that we do. And really, real estate is marketing. It is marketing. Essentially, what we do out here is we're marketing. And she is part of the business. And so you want to have something that you can leave to your children and your children's children. You want your children to know, you want your great, great, great grandkids to know your name and who you were. And you want to make an impact on this world. And so investing in yourself is the best way that you can do it. So how do they book an appointment with you, Miss Kyle Carter?
So I just sent you the link to put in the chat. I sent it to your message, so you can probably just copy and paste it and put it into the chat.
You put it in private. I don't see it in my what message on Facebook.
No, iMessage. Are you on your Mac? You can probably click from
iMessage. No, I put it up here on StreamYard, so I can put it. Why don't you put it in the chat on StreamYard or put it in the private chat?
It's not letting me.
And I'll just
because I'm not logged in.
Girl.
Sorry, technical difficulties, but it's not letting me for some reason. But basically, it is Calendly.com/consultation /Kyle Carter /consultation. Yeah, Calendly.com/Kyle Carter /consultation. And my name is spelled CHAYIL, like you can see on the screen.
Yes, sir. So if you guys, don't come to her if you're ready to start marketing your business and taking your business to the next level. You guys see the link is in the chat. If you're interested in that, but just know that we definitely drop some game on you, and make sure that if you have a business, market yourself. Okay, that's all we got today. And make sure, again, you subscribe to the Fly Nubian Queen. You subscribe to Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter YouTube page. And make sure that you follow me on Facebook, Constance Carter, Instagram, I am Constance Carter. Kyle, where can they follow that on
you can follow me. You can follow me on Instagram at kai.arc, CHAY.arc. Oh, am I going? What's wrong with my connection? Ooh, hopefully y'all heard me. But basically, you can follow me at kai.arc on Instagram and on Facebook, Kai Arc, CHAYARC, and then shoot me an email if you do email, Kyle, CHAYIL at kaiarc.com. Okay. And yeah, like I'm a wonderful person to work with, like not to boost my own head up or whatever, but not for real. You would really get true value from me. And that's what a lot of my present and past clients have been saying about me. And yeah. So look forward to seeing y'all. My mission is
just to bring you the information. My mission is just to be the conduit for you to get the plug. And I am having a Broke to Woke or seminar. It's a series, and this is my gift to the community because, again, like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, we're supposed to be going to a zero net worth as African Americans, and this is for everybody. It's not just for African Americans, but my focus is definitely to help bridge the wealth gap. And how do I do that? I have different programs. So I have this program called From Broke to Woke that I will be doing next week, and there are only 10 tickets left. From Broke to Woke, y'all. And I'm going to be showing folks how to increase their credit score. I'm going to be showing you people how to start investing in real estate. This is my gift to the community. So in order to be a part of the Broke to Woke series, now, do you know who I am? Constance Carter. And I've went from broke, bankrupt, bad credit to owning a real estate firm, largest African-American owned real estate firm in California, being a cannabis investor, owning multiple businesses, and best-selling author. And I want to show you how to be able to do the same.
I charge people, Negro, okay?
Entrepreneur Negro. I charge people thousands of dollars to coach them, but this is my gift. So you guys sign up for the Broke to Woke.
It's free $99. That's what you think?
It's $25.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason why I'm even charging anything, I'll tell you why I'm charging anything. It's really supposed to be free. It's really a free program. The only reason why I'm charging is because people find no value in anything that's free. But that's not even it. Is you pay $25, you're gonna show up. I don't want a bunch of people signing up and they're not gonna show up. So I'm just like, okay, if I put $25, because $25 is nothing. If I put $25 on there, then people will make sure, because we only have a certain amount of seats, and I don't want to be taking up seats for people who are not going to show up. So I had to put a price on it. So that's the only reason why. But this is my gift to you. $25. I'm going to show you how to. It's $1 million worth of game, you guys, that I'm giving you for $25. So go to ConstanceCarter.com/events to sign up for the Broke to Woke. ConstanceCarter.com/events. Broke to Woke. Get your information.
And one thing I can say about Constance Carter is that she is a very, very well-rounded individual. She has years and years of experience from going to these trainings, conferences, all these type of stuff to be able to even build her business. So you're not only hearing from her, but you're just hearing from all the thousands of people, all thousands of knowledge that she accumulated over the years, like she is. So y'all really need to get that $25. That ain't nothing. How much have you spent for webinars? And
I've spent over $150,000 in personal and professional development so that I could build my business. And the knowledge that I learned is millions of dollars worth of knowledge that I've gotten, that I've made as a result. But I invest in myself. I'm a firm believer in investing in myself. And so I only want to deal with people who are willing to invest in themselves and who want to better themselves. And so if you guys want to be a part of it, you guys
Yeah, it's CC, CEO. Wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a goal builder that can teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track.